Good morning. We got that sweet Magic Johnson on Jimmy Kimmel. We're a week away from hoops. We've got some so rare news. Let's go.
Well, the top shot streets are a dangerous place, so you better tune in to a credible face like this one. Yeah, this one. And you know he's not alone, and they're coming in hot. We got a Lake So Stan and a guy who really likes baseball. I don't know why he likes baseball.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the morning show. Feels good to be back. Who do we have? Easy E. Look at Easy E right there, the sweet VIP. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. Devlar's here. We the peeps. JJL. Morning, Mike. Joker Rock's here. Brent, Regulator. Orion. Borland's here. Chico. Rowdy Rod. Blixerman. Mac Attack. Stubbs is here. Rad Dad. DJ Lokes. To the house. F and Nico's here. Blazemore. Superluminal. Dr. Dunks is here. Willis. Airplane Mode. Ishmith. Game winner. One time, baby. David C's here. T. Adam. Snoop. Top Shot. Common Man. Daniel Lopes. Andrew Ward. The Rhino. Thomas Welch. Maddie Harrison. B. Foster. Craig D'Souza. And so many more. Thanks for being here this morning. Like the stream, subscribe, do all the things in the show notes. We're going to get to a couple of things today. This is the old. Oh no, that's actually not true. Watch Your Work will be here tonight at 9:30. This is the only thing I will be doing this morning. It's good to be back though. We fired out. We had a great show yesterday. I think we clipped a little something and then threw it on the interwebs, and that seemed to do well. So that was exciting. If you're not in the Discord yet, follow the links in the show notes to get in there. The Discord's been sexy, especially now that we've reorged a little bit. We got an NFL all day drop today. We got a lot going on, but I think the big news that we woke up to this morning was Magic Johnson on Jimmy Kimmel Live. I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was great. I like Jimmy Kimmel, so like I was excited about that. So getting Jimmy Kimmel and Magic in the same place, it was so funny. You could definitely tell that like Magic was coached to just keep saying like digital collectibles, because we heard that a lot in the clip. If you haven't seen it yet, NBA Top Shot clipped it and put it out there. You can also find it on YouTube to see like the whole Magic Johnson segment. But this is what I'll say about this. I think this is a positive thing, but this is what I would ask you to do. Just like chill out and enjoy the W. All right, just enjoy it. This doesn't mean 2 million users sign up tomorrow. This doesn't mean Magic's about to go. Maybe he does, but it doesn't guarantee he's about to go on a media tour for the next 2 weeks talking about NBA Top Shot. Just enjoy it for what it was. All right. Just have fun with it. Just enjoy it. I woke up this morning and saw on Twitter be like, dude, you want to know something? Bill Simmons used to write for Jimmy Kimmel Live back in 2002. Maybe Magic's going on Bill Simmons next. Also, Bill Simmons lives in LA. Jimmy Kimmel in LA. Magic Johnson in LA. No, just have fun. Just have fun and enjoy it for what it is. It doesn't mean it's going to absolutely moon everything. It can just be cool. That can just be a cool thing. So no freaking out. And yeah, people say my thoughts too. Who the F watches Jimmy Kimmel? Well, listen, I like Jimmy Kimmel, but it doesn't matter. It's not about who watches it and how many users that means initially. It's just, again, this is the thing that we've been talking about the whole time. It's really good. It's really good to just get in the zeitgeist. Normalize the shit. Having conversations around it. So just like it. Just enjoy it for a second. Relax. We don't have to be mad today. Or I'm sure we will find a reason to get mad. Who watches Kimmel? Is it the Top Shot demographic, dude? No one watches TV, period, anymore. So there's that. Or live TV, that is. I still think it's good, though. I still think it's good. Magic talking to Jimmy is a good thing. I think that's exciting. The other thing that we saw yesterday was Cade, cooking with Cade, baby, cooking with Cade. I saw Veerman had a photo. We had who else? I saw Alexo and some stuff. I thought that was pretty good. I thought that was all. It looked like it was fun. It looked like they had a good time. Again, I don't think that I don't think we should be looking at individual acts or events or things. Say like I don't think the event itself should just be like, holy crap, we're moving on to the next thing. Hey Robbie, we have a hard rule here that you're not allowed to pump your own bags in the comments, Robbie. We talked about it yesterday a little bit, but thank you for being here, sir. So Noam says, serious question. Obviously, it's good for brand awareness, but do you think there's one person that will join Top Shot because of that advertising? No, but I mean, that's the same thing. That's the same thing that I said about the app itself, right? Like, I don't think the app in turn makes people like, holy crap, I need to get into sports NFTs now. I'm a digital collectible maven. If you're someone who's already into collectibles, you're already aware of Top Shot, right? But it's the same thing. It's the same thing how like Kevin Hart talking about DraftKings isn't going to make me sign up for DraftKings. However, if you're getting slammed over the head with different types of DraftKings things, whether it's in the background of a baseball game, whether it's a commercial with Kevin Hart, whether it's the fact that it's on Apple apps or whatever, you just see it more and more, right? It becomes a little bit more normalized. So seeing a DraftKings ad 10 years ago, you're like, wow, who's that guy with a abnormally large check in the middle of a bar who's like an overweight white guy, right? We've gone from that to it's just like, oh yeah, that's another thing. And I think that is kind of, I mean, not that Top Shot should be like, oh yeah, it's another thing, but just the fact that it's a little, it's just like normal. It's just normal. What's next? Help James Wiseman move apartments, dude. I'm big on Wiseman this year. This is exciting. I'm excited on Wiseman. The average, here we go. Jack B. Nibble. Jack B. Nibble is actually Don Draper. He says the average person has to see a product 7 times before buying. So there you go. Yeah. Again, I think it could just be fun. Listen, we are right now using Hubble telescopes to find W's, right? We've been getting slapped in the face with L's for a while. I think we should just be like, hell yeah, this is a good dub. Just take that dub, baby. Willis did ask how much of the 30 to 40 million Top Shot marketing budget is going to Magic. That did, I think it was someone else. I think it was Rad Dad brought that up in the Discord. That I did laugh at that for a second, like because I could see it going one of two ways, right? I can see Magic being like, dude, what's the difference between Magic making like 5 million and 10 million right now, right? Magic's just got money for days. So I could see him being like, nah, I got this. Let me just get this digital collectible on Boston Celtics out into the ether. I could also be in him seeing like, dude, you're coming to my house, 35 million. So I did laugh at that, but Robbie says, good morning. Mike is mad at me, so I'm going to go radio silent. No, I'm not mad at you, Robbie. I'm happy you're here. Robbie. But yeah, I don't know. I thought like overall those are some pretty good things. Yeah, maybe they gave him some ownership stake or something. Yeah, that would be cool too. But yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I just kind of wanted to hit on that because it was fun. Oh, I forgot to adjust my windows before the start of the show, so we're gonna be getting shade. I just wanted to address that at the beginning. I thought that was positive. I thought we get some good news, it's just nice to get some W's. And that felt fun. So I beg you, implore you not to see how many people signed up between yesterday and Wednesday. All right. Just enjoy it for what it was. It's going to be like out in the ether for 24 hours. And then we move. On. Ownership or a speaking engagement fee, 50 to 100K range if he was paid, but I bet it was part of the agreement. Yeah, with Top Shot. Yeah, that's probably true. They do have some agreements. Anyways, I don't know if there's anything else that we need to touch upon that. Like, I don't think there's anything we need to like really dig into. I think the thing that I'm really excited about is we're a week away from the NBA season, and there's still like a lot of weird things up for grabs. I mean, especially because of what's going on with Golden State. I cannot stop reading, listening, consuming content around the Warriors situation. Eric John, uh, Eric John doing his best here to make a Magic joke. I I think that I think the Magic thing is going to be fun for the people that attend. So I think that's going to be okay. Um, but yeah, I can't stop consuming Golden State content. I don't know. I truly like if you told me Draymond got suspended 1 game, 5 games, 10 games, left the team indefinitely, or was traded. All of those things feel on the table right now, right? Like if you found out Draymond got traded to Atlanta for like John Collins and picks, I don't know if that works. I'm just like throwing some shit out there. Would you be stunned at this point? Um, has that been like would you be stunned at all with something like that? Because I do think that's like on the table that he could that it could be so bad. What Poole said was great, so I see why Draymond got mad. So much facts, it was a factory. What did Poole say, and was that confirmed, or are you just getting rumors of what he said? Because I haven't heard anything about what he said. The only like rumor that I heard was it was based around contracts and like Poole about to get paid or whatever, and making a joke about that. But I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I think all of it's on the table. And Josh, that was what my take was. I was listening to No Dunks and put that in the chat. And I was saying like I think the most likely outcome about all of this is that even if Draymond wants to leave, like if he thinks he's going to get a big bag from someone, I agree. Like who's paying Draymond lots of money right now? Unless I mean it's similar to Russ. It's very different than Russ, but similar in the sense that if he doesn't go out and perform, I don't know if anyone's going to drop a huge bag. And so if that's the case, don't you just come back to Golden State on a discount? Because like Golden State's still going to pay. You're just not going to get a full max, but I don't see anybody giving him that. And Bad Boy's saying the Mavs, do the Mavs even have the flexibility? The flexibility to do something like that. Like, I don't think they have the contract flexibility. We the people says he called him a triple single god. Oh yeah, I did hear that. Draymond is overrated. I'd love to see Golden State move on from his BS. Yeah, I mean, I think B. Foster says, is he self-aware enough to come back on a cheap deal? Yeah, but what I'm saying, like, I could see him going out there and being like, oh, let me go get paid, right? Let me go get paid. I just don't know who is the team that pays him. Like, even the Kings, man, even the Kings, are they going to go out there? Like, they love to just like pay people weird amounts of money. I don't know. I think the more likely outcome is that this is, I think the more likely outcome is this kind of blows over after a little bit of time. I will say though, right? There's been some pretty honest comments and conversations from the Warriors, which I think normally in these situations you kind of assume everyone buttons up and doesn't say much, right? You assume like everyone, says the company line of like, we're handling it internally. We're looking forward to putting this behind us and coming together as a team and like focusing on the season and focusing on basketball, right? That is normally like the company line in a situation like this. And you're not getting that. You're getting like some pretty honest comments. Like, I think it was Kevon Looney said some pretty, just like, we love Draymond, but like he has a lot of work to do to win back the trust of this locker room. You heard him say that. Kerr's been pretty honest with a lot of his comments as well. So I don't know. I feel like the Warriors are going to be a little bit in flux to start the season, I don't know. I feel like the range of outcomes is high. The range of outcomes is really high. But I don't know. I don't know. Russ for Draymond would be great. Yeah, I don't see it. I mean, I feel like I know LA's been thrown around as like potential trade partners, but I don't know. I had a dream last night. This just reminded me. I had a dream last night that Randall and RJ Barrett were traded to the Hawks. Just remember that right now. I think we should fire up a giveaway while we're talking hoops today. And I think let's see what we're gonna do for this. We'll just do magic. We'll just do magic. So like the stream, you got to subscribe to Team Hold. If you're here for the first time, you'll notice, hey, why can't I comment? Only subscribers can comment. So go ahead and get in the comments right now. So like the stream, subscribe, put hashtag magic in there. Orion said, just happy the Celtics stuff got swept under the rug because of the Draymond situation. I know, right? If you are like Ime Udoka, like no one was happier about the Ime situation than Brett Favre. No one's happier about the Draymond situation than Ime Udoka. And like Draymond's like, please someone mess up. Please someone make a mistake so we can talk about that instead. And unfortunately for Draymond, he's got to, I mean, I don't know what's around the corner for another mess up here. But yeah, 1 week. And just a reminder, God, I have an itchy nose, gang. And just a reminder, we are 1 week away. It's been 1 week until the NBA season tips off, which means 1 week away from the 8-hour live stream that we're going to be doing. You saw me absolutely simping on social media last night, trying to get I'll pull it up, trying to get Shea Serrano on the show. It's getting bad. We're down bad over here, tweeting out stuff. That is usually against my brand. You know how I feel about tagging people. But listen, in honor of Shea, we shoot shots, right? We shoot your shot. So we saw this. This is again down bad here. I normally don't do this, but we probably need a Shea appearance. But just to go over, I know I've been doing this all week, but I'm going to keep pumping it up, right? So you saw there. Also, Jason Feldman, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I know. I don't care if he's not into NFTs. I just want him to come on and talk about basketball. That's what's going to be exciting about that show. But you can see already we got Samus Fondiari, who, if you are House of Strauss and Ethan Strauss fan, he it's one of like the best paywall things that I subscribe to. He's got a great like blog Substack, but also an awesome podcast. He was on that podcast this week with the Light Years pod. He covers everything Warriors. We'll have J.E. Skeets and Taco Trey from No Dunks doing some Top Shot Hot Boys talking, then Harrison Fagan from SB Nation. So they're all going to be joining, which is really exciting. I also have like some more fun announcements. We have I'm so close to being able to announce everybody else, but Casey Kiernan from AM Hoops is going to be here. For those that don't know AM Hoops too, we'll do a little inception. I'll show you what, because I don't think a lot of people know AM Hoops, which is weird because you're all NBA heads and you guys should know this. But look at my guy. And 11,000 subscribers. What? That's so many. 211. So AM Hoops is coming on. Casey will be here to talk about some stuff. Katie Hendel, who has a great blog called Basketball Feelings, is going to be here. And I'm so close to announcing a couple more once they sign up for their time slot. Once they're confirmed, I'll hit you with that alpha, but that's going to be next Thursday. We are going to be giving away so many things. Okay. So LG is coming on. He's going to be doing a deal or no deal style giveaway for all these packs he hasn't opened over the years. So that's going to be fun. You'll have an opportunity to come on, rip some packs, and then have to choose which one you're going to have to work for, or which one you want and which one you'd give away. Also, no, I'm saying I love AM Hoops, my favorite channel. Why doesn't Top Shot work with them? We can ask. Fun fact, for a brief time, I wrote some jokes for Casey, which was kind of cool. But yeah, so we're going to be giving away those. I also here, listen, this is kind of exciting. I'm going to share a link in the chat as well, because our presenting sponsor that day is going to be SORARE. Like, what? SORARE is going to be our presenting sponsor, and we're going to be giving away some SORARE cards. You can actually see in the show notes right now, you can see a link to sign up for SORARE right here, right now. And that's really exciting. So if you want to sign up and get a head start on your SORARE account, go ahead and do that. We're going to be giving away that stuff. And just to reiterate, because a lot of people were like, oh my God, dude, you're out on Top Shot. Are you kidding me? You quit Top Shot? No, we didn't quit Top Shot. Clearly, we're still here talking about Top Shot. But this isn't an exclusive deal. We're still going to talk about everything. We've already told you Team Hold is going to be the home of sports and Web3. And so that's a part of sports and Web3, and we love basketball. And they were willing to partner up with us. We had originally had something in place with Top Shot, and they said, I don't think so. So we went out and found another partner. So for anyone that's like, oh my God, dude, you broke up with Top Shot. How could you? My bags. Don't worry. They said no. And SORARE said yes. So here we are. And yeah, anyways, I've been talking about this for like 5 minutes now. I'm really excited about this show next week. It's something that I worked really hard on. So I hope you guys are here for it. All right. Back to life. Back to reality. Like the stream, subscribe, put hashtag magic into the chat for a chance at a giveaway towards the end. Let's So yeah, the Draymond thing, that still needs to play out. I don't know what like hot takes do you guys have for this coming NBA season? I feel like that's what we need to be doing. JP says, Mike, I would never break up with you. JP, I will never break up with you as well. This is here forever, here forever. I'll be watching from 2 laptops simultaneously. Gnome, this is the energy I expect everyone to have. Everyone to have. You guys should have multiple computers and devices open, create burners. Ernest says Mavs in 4. Can we talk about the Mavericks for a second? Where do we think Dallas lands this season? I am having the hardest time figuring out what their season looks like. Because I'm all about Luka, clearly. Oh my God, are we gonna get a Luka drop? We haven't had a drop in such a long time. I feel like I'm not great anymore.
Luka magic.
We got a 6 seed, 5th seed, Mavs 6 seed, 5 to 6 seed, top 6. So like that's what I think too. Like I'm ready to say top 6, right? I am ready to say top 6. But the frustration I have with this take of like a 6 seed is when you really look at the West. I mean, you get to 6 very quickly. So tell me of Mavs top 3, Mr. Plichterman. Mr. Plichterman just coming in and said, how do you like a fire? Because here's a hot take. When you look at the West, though, I feel like you get to 6 pretty quickly, right? So you got Golden State, the Clippers, the Nuggets. Those are like, to me, those are like easy top 3 unless the Golden State thing like really falls apart. Those are the top 3 to me. You still have the Grizzlies. You still have the Timberwolves now, the revamped Timberwolves. I mean, you got the Suns still, right? I mean, I guess 6 to 7 makes sense. But what about the Pelicans? Zion's back. Zion's shoulders look like 2 Thors. Zion's healthy, right? So I think the Pelicans are going to be sneaky. Dame's back on the Blazers. Like, really? Okay, obviously, I know Luka is better than Dame. Obviously, I know this. But when you look at the Mavs roster and then look at the Blazers roster, which one do you want? So Luka, Christian, my brain might be broken, Wood, JaVale McGee, Reggie Bullock, Dorian Finney-Smith, Tim Hardaway, right? I don't know. Am I missing anybody? Then you go over to Portland and you got Dame, you got Anthony Simons, you got Yusuf Nurkic, Josh Hart, Jeremy Grant, Nasir Little coming off the bench. I don't know. Which roster do you want? Which roster do you want right now? And I obviously I know Luka is better than Dame. Obviously. I don't know. If only Dallas still had Curry, yeah. At least Dallas plays defense. That's true. Dallas does play defense. I don't know. I'm just having a tough time I'm having a tough time figuring out. Like, if you told me, yeah, Dallas, easy choice. Really? You think Dallas's roster is that much better? I did forget Dinwiddie. I'm sorry. I forgot Dinwiddie. My bad. So it's not it. And my point being is, like, I feel like those teams are closer together than they are further apart. All right. Yeah. Let's Gnome. I think this is a good one. That I've been yelling about this too. It's clearly all about Boban. Boban's on the Rockets now, right? Isn't he on the Rockets? No, I like this though. Hot take: Hornets finish the season bottom 3 and get Wemby. I love this. I love this because I think the Hornets are going to be so bad. I think they're going to be so bad. I think all of a sudden Gordon Hayward's going to be on a different team. I think they're going to be bad. I also don't see the Hornets having a path forward. Like, if you're LaMelo Ball, how bummed out are you? You're looking around and you're like, this is my squad. Like, name me one of their draft picks recently that's been like good. Book Knight, JT Thor. I don't know. I think I'm excited to see, like, okay, so the Hornets are like a medium take, right? Because I think everyone's kind of out on the Hornets now. Who's the team that you'd be like most surprised about that starts out like 1-11, 2-10, and then they're just like, forget it. Let's shut it down for the whole season. Like, what surprising team could do that? Like they're one injury away from just being like, you know what? Let's just Wemby or Scoot. Let's go get one. Book Knight is a poor man's monk is God. That's so bad. That's so bad. Portland. So Portland. Okay, D Rose has it. I think that was going to be my take right there. The Bulls. I think that's the right take. Because right, you don't have Lonzo till Christmas. If Levine or DeRozan or truly even Vooch, honestly, even that squad as is, right? I don't know the beginning of the. Let's actually. Someone's saying the Mavs. That's hilarious. I mean, if Luka goes down, maybe. Hold on, I'm going to pull up the Bulls schedule. Because let's look at this and see if this is. Sorry, Trey. I'm sorry ahead of time. So let me see. All right. Can we look at the regular season? All right, here we go. Let's pull this up here. Let me zoom in a little bit. So we got ready. Heat. You get the Heat, then the Wiz, then the Cavs, then the Celtics, right? If they start out, they won't. Because they could start out 1-3 right there, right? Lose to the Heat, beat the Wiz, lose to the Cavs, lose to the C's. That's 1-3. However, then they go Pacers, Spurs, right? I'm assuming they win both of those. So now we're 3-3. And then you get 76ers, Nets, Hornet. All right. God, yes. There's just enough bad teams. But okay, so after those games, right? So all right, we'll give them the Wiz, Pacers, Spurs. That's 3. Hornets are 4. That's 4 wins. But then it goes Celtics, Raps, Pelicans, Nuggets, Pelicans again, Magic, who I think are like Celtics, Bucks. All right, Thunder, Jazz. There you go. Suns, Warriors. I don't know. Chicago could be a team that like slips out, right? Oh wait, Bill. Oh, that's right. But it's top 4 protected. Okay, so if the Bulls get off to a slow start, though, they will have to pack it in. But you know it's crazy because of the leveled out odds. If they ended up at 5 or 6, man, that could be tough. That could be tough. Why tank when you know that Pop and the Spurs will get Wemby? I know Wemby. Well, it's going to be hard to dethrone the Spurs and the Jazz. I feel like the Jazz still have some moves to make too, right? Mike Conley's not going to be on that team. Malik Beasley's not going to be on that team. Maybe Jordan Clarkson gets moved too, right? I would think, anyways. I would think they're not all still going to be there. But yeah, the Bulls are a good one. I really like that Bulls take right there. The Wizards could be a real Wemby destination. The Wizards are, but I feel like the Wizards have a little too, right? Like Beal, Porzingis. Who am I missing? Am I missing somebody that's decent at basketball? Or is that really it? That actually might be it. I take that back. You're right, dude. You're right. Beal, because Beal goes into health and safety protocols like 3 or 4 times a year. If Porzingis goes down with an injury, all of a sudden, Rui. Oh, yeah, forgetting about Kuz. Thank you. I knew I was forgetting someone about Kuz. Kuz. Scoot is a great consolation prize too. Yeah, Scoot is pretty exciting. I think people are going to drum that up into a 1A, 1B conversation. And let me tell you, that's wrong. It's 1 and 2. Denny Avdia, most improved player. Listen, pump my Denny bags, baby. Pump my Denny Avdia bags. Yeah, I think there's a lot of teams. This year is going to be spicy because there's just so much. There's so much volatility, I think, with a lot of these rosters. The Wizards weren't even on my radar, but you're right. Man, like there's a real possibility. Nah, this takes too hot. I was going to say there's a real possibility the Magic and the Pistons are in like the play-in. Because I think both of those squads have better rosters than the Hornets and the Wizards for sure. The other thing to consider is that you don't even need to tank. How many sub 20 wins? It's really hard to get less than 20 wins, though. That's really hard. It makes me wonder, though, like on the top end, some of those better teams, like, are we not giving them enough? Like if you're doing overs and unders, are we not giving them enough of a boost because of how many teams are going to try to get L's? Now I doubt it. Pacers are going to win 6 or 7 games. That is true. The Pacers are going to be. Shout out our man John Dubs in the chat. Teams will make a decision with 30 games left and then say, fuck it, and let's go 5. Yeah. It's going to be fun. Man, I'm so excited for basketball. I really am. I'm so excited for basketball. Um, I don't know. Any other hot takes? There was one other Top Shot related thing I wanted to talk about from yesterday that I was saving for like the other half. Yeah, let's go to Vegas right now. Shout out Ernest. Shout out our man Ernest, who's been at Summer League for the last 2 years with us. Magic win 46 games. Let's go. Would you rather go for a play-in or a decent lottery spot? No, definitely a decent lottery spot. Definitely, at least this year. Especially when you have no upside. Like the East is just going to be so tough. Where will Toronto be? Thomas, let me give you I had a fun hot take that I don't really believe, but I want Toronto's going to get home court in the first round. Top 4 seed. Top 4 seed. I don't really believe that, but that to me, that's like Miami taking a step back and Brooklyn not getting it together. And then it goes Philly, Milwaukee, Boston, Toronto. Philly, Milwaukee, Boston, Toronto, Miami, Brooklyn, Cleveland. Cleveland's in the playing game. How about that? Cleveland's in the playing game. And then Atlanta, dude. That's how stacked the East is. Listen to those teams we just named. That's crazy. The fact that I'm like Atlanta, who just got DeJounte Murray. Oh, I told you the sun was going to be an issue. Atlanta, who just got DeJounte Murray, I like put it the 8th seed, the play-in game. Man. Yeah, Cavs in the top 6. I mean, maybe. That's what I mean. It's so the fluctuation, like the volatility in the East is crazy. It really is. Because that was giving Miami a 5 seed. Miami, who was the 1 seed last year. Like they could easily be top 4. Like to me, those 3, like Boston, Milwaukee, and Philly, to me are clearly the top 3 of the East. But if you told me the 4 seed was Brooklyn, I buy it. If you told me the 4 seed was, or the 4th team to get in the top 4, if you told me it was Brooklyn, sure. If you told me it was, Brooklyn, sure. Cleveland, sure. Toronto, sure. Miami, sure. Right? Like there's so many teams that could slip into that, into that 4. So Knicks to me, I don't see the ceiling on the Knicks. If someone wants to sell me on that, sure, but I don't see a ceiling on the Knicks. Will Grant get an extension? I think so. I think he will. But yeah, I don't see a ceiling on the Knicks. I mean, maybe a 7 seed. Would you take the Knicks over Atlanta? Would you take that lefty squad over DeJounte, John Collins, Trae Young, Clint Capella, DeAndre Hunter, Bogdan Bogdanovic? Like, really? Would you take him over to Cleveland's roster? Cleveland, who already had a couple of all-stars on it, and Garland and Allen, and now you have Evan Mobley in year 2, who apparently is going to be Tim Duncan, according to people. And now you add Donovan Mitchell to the squad. You got Ricky Rubio back coming off the bench. Like your bench is Rubio, LeVert, and Love. How do you take the Knicks over that? You know, you can't over Miami, over Toronto. Like Toronto, I think has the craziest upside this year. They were a 5 seed this past year without being healthy, like the entire season. And now you have Freddie, Scotty, Pascal, Gary Trent Jr., OG healthy. Like they're all healthy coming in. I don't know. I think you guys underestimate how much a point guard changes a team. No, I mean, I do think they got better with Jalen Brunson, but Andre, who are you taking them over? Do you think they're better than Cleveland? Do you think that Knicks roster is better than Cleveland? I mean, I guess you could make the case that they're better than Atlanta, but the thing with the Knicks is I think they have a high floor. I don't think they have a high ceiling. With Atlanta, I guess you could say the floor could drop out, but I also think they have like top 4 ceiling, right? Knicks have had Burks and Payton as point guards. Brunson will elevate this team. I agree. I think they'll be better than last year. But do you think, I don't know. If you make that's the Matty. Sorry. Cavs top 3 seed. Shout out Zach. Zach's been pumping those Cleveland bags. I hope so, Zach. I hope so for you. I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's happening, but I don't know. Tibbs with facial hair is strange to me. Yeah, it is a little bizarre. Let's do a little reminder here for the old giveaway because we only have 69 entrants. We love to see it. Like the stream, subscribe, put hashtag magic into the chat. When next best ball draft? Great question, Brent. We're doing it on Thursday morning. Thursday morning, Kawhisenberg's coming back. We're going to rip off a small ball. I'm going to do a couple of solos. If my plans get canceled, I'm going to do one this afternoon, but most likely I'll do one tomorrow as well. A separate best ball stream. But there we go. Like the stream, subscribe, hashtag magic into the chat. Also, I wanted to share one other thing that happened yesterday around the Top Shot related stuff. And I pointed this out during the stream, right? I thought it was, I don't know. Maybe you can tell me if I'm being wrong. I think we have, especially in the Top Shot space, but in Twitter in general, I think we're like incapable of having a differing opinion without it feeling like FUD or anger. But we talked about this a little bit yesterday, where there was a tweet that went out that was like, "Hey, how should Top Shot communicate stuff?" Like, would you rather it come from a blog? Would you rather it come from Twitter? Would you rather it come from Instagram, from Reddit, from wherever, right? Or TikTok, whatever it was. And all I said, and I did it under the Team Hold account because I thought it was a good conversation, and I thought they were already doing it, right? To me, it makes sense if you're like, how do we reach the people? Like, the blog should have the most information, and when the blog goes live, send a Discord ping, tweet it out, just hit it everywhere, Isn't that's what you do? And I thought they already did that. I think if you wanted to, be critical or give feedback in a not psychotic manner, you could say, well, it's important that the information that goes out to these platforms are the same, right? It has to be consistent. So if the information is consistent if the information going out on the blog has to be consistent with what's communicated on Twitter and also in the Discord, right? That would be the only point of emphasis that I would throw out there. And so I just shared that, and somehow that turns into like hating on the product because we didn't engage in the way that they wanted us to when it was put out there. So, and like that has a little bit to do with like the employees, but also just like users. It feels like, again, it's similar to like Fox News versus or formerly known as CNN, right? Like that you're either 100 or 0. You're either making love or breaking up. Like, there's no in between. And I don't know. I feel like the level of discourse has to be adjusted in a way that, like, you put something out there for feedback, but then if you don't get the feedback you want, you send replies that indicate that we're like crying. Like, what are you do? Why would you do that? I don't understand the vitriol and like I don't get it. I think we all have to take some ownership too. That's not just like at that specific person or that company or anything like that. Like, I think there's a lot of people who also were replying that were just like, "Oh, classic, dude, go get him." And it's like, no, this isn't a go get him situation. This isn't a go get him. You put something out there and we gave feedback. I don't know. Who's going to be the 100th like? There you go, JGL. I like that. We're up to 84 entrants, though. 84 entrants. So like the stream, subscribe. There you go. So I think we can all just do a better job of chilling out and not taking everything so personally. But I don't know. Maybe that's too much to ask. Maybe that is too much to ask. I don't know. Any other fun like Top Shot related takes? The other thing I wanted to touch upon, I didn't see it was too. Yeah, dude. We got to talk about the Try Guys again, man. That has become one of the most annoying things that I have seen on Twitter so far. Just like too many comedians chiming in right now about SNL. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in that discourse, Ernest. It's swung so heavily both sides, where it was like, oh wow, dude, they're actually destroying someone who stood up for their feelings. And like, I'm like, oh man, no one cares, dude. No one cares. There's more people tweeting about SNL than watching SNL. There you go. That can be the comparison to the Jimmy Magic conversation we were having. Regulator said, I know they are a sponsor. Shout out On the Moment, official sponsor of all things Team Hold in the morning show. I'm having a hard time justifying paying for OTM starting November 1st. Well, this is what I would say, Regulator. TJ is going to be coming on tomorrow's football show to talk a little bit about the Jolly Joker Mint. And that's what I would say, man. I'm like of the same mindset where I'm like, if you think you're going to use OTM Premium, for the foreseeable future, it makes a ton of sense. And I get it, Regulator. I get if you think like that's a little too pricey for you to use the tools. Then I think I think you just say you're not gonna pay for it then. I think you just say you're not gonna pay for it. You can use the free tools and then because I don't think everybody has to use premium. I don't think everybody has to use premium. But if you do use it, there you go. You gotta make that call, right? Merkamice not asking what saves Top Shot, but what would you like to see from them next? Merkamice, this is what I would like to see. We are 7 days away from the beginning of the season. I would like to see a roadmap. I think that would be cool, seeing what they were going to do for the future of this NBA season since it starts in 7 days. I would like to see there be some hype around the first game of the season, which, hey, maybe this was the start of it. Maybe this was the start of something new. Maybe getting Magic on there, getting Cade out there doing some stuff. Maybe we're just going to get slapped with alpha and info over the next 7 days leading up to it. That's what I would like to see. I don't know. I've said this from the beginning, man. I think centering around tentpole events is the way to go. That's what I would like to see. I would like to see there be hype around things that should have hype, like the beginning of the NBA season, which is why I'll always be like, we should do the run it back drop at the beginning of the season because you don't have any moments for the new season, but you should have a drop around the beginning of the year. And what better way to do a drop than do it with like these incredible historical moments that people are all jacked up about, right? Like, hey, welcome, new season, bang, let's go. Instead of doing a drop 3 weeks ago, when no one gives a shit about basketball. So that I like that. Yeah, maybe we're asking for the wrong thing, not a roadmap, but so instead of saying the word roadmap, say the word game plan. But yeah, I would love that. I would love like some hype around the Christmas games. I would like to, so like for the hype for like that types of stuff, that's what I would like to see. More like logistically, what I'm looking for is similar to what NFL All Day is doing, where they're messing around with burning in a meaningful way and they're pulling different levers and they seem more apt to make some adjustments. And again, I know they're not the same company, blah, 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 blah. But that's what I would like to see. I would like to see a lot of burn, baby. Whenever they come out of beta, it coincides with the app release and the Michael Jordan anthology. There's a hot take, Maddie. I mean, hey, listen, we're supposed to get the app by Christmas, right? Or by the end of the year. That was something that was said by them. So let's see if that happened. Let's see if that happens, because I think that would be a big step in the right direction. That would get people excited. But I you know what? I'll step even further back. I think the biggest thing that we need to do, instead of telling Top Shot what they should do, we should think about what we could do. And I think we just need to chill the fuck out a second. And that goes back to the Magic conversation. It goes back to the app conversation. It goes back to a lot of it where we should probably, like, when they do something, not expect that immediate, this isn't some Newton opposite reaction type shit, right? Gravity. Shout out John Mayer. But I think I think like just being like, wow, that was pretty cool that Magic thing happened. Or wow, that's pretty cool. We have an app now that it's easier to use on my phone, instead of being like, oh, the app's here, so 2.4 million new users, right? I think like that's something that we could do on our end. Top Shot should just give away $10 to Dapper at all. Must use in 24 hours. Jesse, I would love $10, sure. I don't know if that is what we're looking for here, but can I sell unopened packs yet? No, you can't. You can't. Nowhere. Except on Candy. Officially at 100 yards. Yeah, I'm not going to get to 100 yards this week on All Day, folks. The streak is broken. I'm going to be at 70 yards. I think I would have to spend a couple hundo to get to 100 yards this week. I'm just not going to do it. I think what I'll do instead is use a little bit to line up for a premium pack today and see what happens, and see what happens. I think that's what I'm going to do. But good to see people snagging 100 yards. That's fun. That is fun to see. We like that. Supposed to get a lot of things. Remember the Top Shot store during the playoffs and was selling packs? Yeah, I know. Happy to hang. There we go, Jordan. Brooklyn in the house. Let's go, Wolf Warren. Wolf Warren in the Brooklyn streets. I was thinking we need to do a Team Hold IRL meetup in New York for the people that are in the city. Let's pick a game. Let's go pick a game and find a bar and go hang out. Where it's not going to be one of those where it's like, hey, everybody gets free food and beer because my VIP is $1.99, not like $15.99. But I think we should go ahead and do that. We should do that. Stan says you can buy 3 floors for the price of 1 premium pack. 3 floor rares. Yeah, but I don't want 3 floor rares. Right? Otherwise I would do that. I don't want 3 DJ Reeds or Jamal Agnew's. Blaze said, didn't realize the 5-star pack only has 1 moment. So let me remind, we talked about this last week when this was announced. The same amount of moments are available, though, right? You're not losing out on moments. All they did was they added a 50-yard marker where, like, the 2 moments that you would have gotten in the 5-star is now at the 50-yard mark. So it's the same amount of moments. The only thing that changed, Blaze, is that it's just the rare in the 5-star. But those 2 moments from the 5-star, you are still getting. You're just getting them at an earlier yardage mark. Does that make sense? So it's not really bad for you. It's the same thing that you would have had the entire time. It's the same thing, right? So I wouldn't freak too much about that. It's the same amount of moments. A host of dude, let's do that, Jordan. Hell yeah. You know who would Real Rad Dad would love that. Real Rad Dad would love that. I'm down for coming that from the Bronx. There we go. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna put that together. We'll do that. End of October, maybe. I'm traveling a little bit in October, but yeah, let me find a date. Let's do a little something. Noam says, I'd like to see the Top Shot version of Playbook. Yeah, I mean, they mentioned that they said they were like working on it and trying to do something. I feel like it's the implementation of something like that is going to be a little bit different, only because it's just easier to do it in the NFL when it's like all these games are on Sunday. You have a Thursday game and a Monday game, right? So it's just like easier to like program around that versus, like Monday night has 6 games and Tuesday night has 9 games. So it'd have to be a week-long thing. So I'm sure Vinyls and that crew are working on coming up with something cool. And yeah, that'll be exciting. David said, not Top Shot related. Just curious what happened with the UFC packs and Discord mods. Yeah, so Malik addressed that in the Discord last night, right? And it seemed like there was, I don't know, that announcement was a little bizarre, I thought, in the sense that it was like, hey, we did our investigation and nothing nefarious happened, but we still gave 10% back. And someone no longer works here, but we can't talk about it, NDA, all that stuff. So what I'll say is it's good. They seem to have addressed it in a efficient manner. It seemed like they did a thorough investigation. I don't have any real hot takes about it. I think I encourage, maybe we'll talk about it tomorrow night on Shot Tank because Jeb might be a little bit more locked in to that than I am. I just have been following the Discord pings along with everyone else. I joked, or Jeb joked, I forget who joked at this point, that it's not dapper until something happens with the randomizer. So if anything, UFC Strike, welcome to the club. Happy you're here. It's good to be here. Hey, I'm gonna plug that link one more time for So Rare if you haven't. If you haven't joined yet, get in there. You can find it in the show notes. We're excited to partner up with them on opening day. So sign up for So Rare if you haven't yet. I'm going to drop a link in the chat one more time. We'll be learning more about them. We'll have someone from So Rare come on the show, probably, if not for the opening day show, because the opening day show is pretty jam-packed, later that week. So sometime next week to just talk a little bit about the platform and what they're doing in the NBA streets. And I'm going to put together an explainer video as well. I'm excited to dive in there. I think we're going to have a lot of fun with that. Yeah. I thought there was something else I was going to bring up. I saw people talking about yardage. Are you guys lining up for packs? Let me know. You go max packs, premium only, common only, no packs. What are you doing today on NFL All Day? Are you lining up? Speaking of, like the stream, subscribe, hashtag magic moment. So we can get y'all something to give away. Do we know when NBA So Rare NFTs come out? Josh, so we don't know that yet. I do think, I actually think we're going to have that information in the next day or two, because their website's already changed. So they've already got more stuff up. So I imagine that's coming. I can pretty much confirm that the game is going to be ready to go for the first night of the NBA season, mainly because I know we're giving away cards. Who's excited about La Liga? Yeah, La Liga's, we should have more information on La Liga soon as well. All right, what are people doing? Max packs, preems, max preem. I got jury duty today. Go get him, Blaze. Do your job. Premium. We got what else? Max packs 100. Oh, there you go, Matic. Congrats. No packs because I'm saving up to make some moves. Ooh, Andre, we like that. We like some moves. What else? What else we got? No packs. Premium. I'm at 95 yards, Brent. Trying to decide if I buy Devontae to get to 100 yards for a premium pack or go for a premium pack. Yeah, that's tough, man. That's tough. I don't know what to do, Brent. You're asking the wrong person because I got to do the same thing. I think I'm deciding not to do it. I think I'm going to decide not to do it. Just chill out. I'm just going to chill, enjoy the day, maybe grab a premium. No packs. Happy to collect the playbook packs this week. Yeah. It's funny. That's kind of the decision I made. I was like, instead of going for the full hundo, I'm just going to go out there and get some, get a preem. James says La Liga release may cause another Top Shot dip. Yeah, instead of Top Shot, I would say it would just cause another Dapper dip, right? Because it's just, again, I mean, it's the same thing. As more stuff, it's no different than like seeing dip when packs come out, right? We saw it in NFL all day this week. It didn't pump as much because people are saving their money to go buy packs. So things go down. People sell stuff to get packs. Once that happens, everything goes down. So it's the same thing, right? Like the league is going to announce some stuff. So until we get more people who are into this shit, it's just all of us throwing money at each other back and forth. But every time we throw it, 5% comes out. When you describe it like that, it sounds like we are making massive mistakes. Oh, anyone got a take on the CD burnt rares not equaling the completed burnt number? I think they announced they were looking into that right now, right? One of the things that could have factored into that is maybe people mistakenly burnt a CD rare when they were burning their 5, when they were burning their 5 for do the playbook. B. Foster says the Chargers playing again on Monday night, so the Mike Williams could be worth buying if that's the hesitation. Well, I think the Mike Will is not going to pump or dip anymore, right? Because there's 3 of those rare moments. So like, I know the rare is the cheapest entry, but he's got a bunch of them. So, so there you go. How do we know how many people made it the 100-yard stay? I don't know. I don't know if there's a better way to do it, David, but Diamond usually tweets it out after it happens. So that's usually how I find it. It might be on OTM as well. What else we got? 69 Legos and 5-star packs. So divide by completions. There we go. There you go. Yeah, I don't know. Anything else? We got anything else we got to do? It's the other way around. More in the complete, less in the burnt. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I know. I know they have, I know they've tweeted out that they're looking into it. I don't do investigative journalism here, okay? Because every time I've done some investigative journalism, like when I discovered that Flow partnered up with Ticketmaster, no one gave a shit. No one cared. No one retweeted it. No one liked it. Not even the Flow people cared. We uncovered that like 4 months before everyone else. And then they announced it and everyone lost their shit. And I was like, guys, come on. James said, are you going to engage with SORARE or are you still 100% Top Shot like me? Well, James, SORARE is the presenting sponsor for the Team Hold NBA Tip-Off show next Tuesday. We also have a promo code link. We're going to definitely be messing around with SORARE. We're not going to be 100% Top Shot. We're not out on Top Shot. We're still participating in Top Shot. But in the same way we talk about Top Shot and All Day and Candy, we're going to talk about SORARE as well. Yeah, you know what, Mike? Mike was the only one that cared. I think it got 6 likes. Raptor News is one of them. Weisberg was one of them. And then probably like Donkey Nuts 14 and Siffle Bro and stuff like that. But yeah, nobody cared. Oh, the dog's dreaming. I want to see if he's going to... Let's see if he gets loud. It's a little nerve-wracking when he dreams because it kind of seems like he's having a seizure. But he's not. He's just broing it up. He's broing it up. I don't know. We have anything else? Yeah, and that's the other thing. They kept shadow banning my tweets, dude. Fucking Big Brother. Big Brother was at it. Big Brother trying to hold Team Hold down. This is, again, another example of the man holding the content creation gods that Team Hold are down, right? We've seen Twitter do it. We've seen Top Shot do it. Come on. There's no money asking intercept. Really good. That's good. Just signed up for SORARE. Let's go. Let's go. You're right, James. It is a nice day, so we're going to call it there. Let's give it last call here. Last call for a little magic. Like the stream, subscribe, hashtag magic. Programming update. There is no Watch or Work tonight. Shout out Kevin for letting me know. No Watch or Work tonight at 9:30. So this was the only sweet team hold content you're going to get today, unless I cut up something from today's show. We also have tomorrow, we've got the morning show at 9 a.m., the football show at noon where TJ is going to join, and then Shot Tank on actually Jeb Bush's channel that night. Thursday, we've got the morning show where we're going to be doing some underdog best ball drafting. There's going to be some serious overlay in some of those basketball contests, so definitely get in on that. And then Friday, we've got the morning show. We've got the football show, and then we've got a happy hour. And then on Sunday, baby, on Sunday, John Jackson's back. We're going to do NFL All Day pregame show. AJ Curry will come by. We'll give away a premium pack. So make sure you tune in to all that stuff. Also, a reminder, sign up for you can find all of the links in our show notes, but sign up for the YouTube VIP so that way you can get access to a lot of the Discord if you aren't already in that Discord. All right, I think we're going to do it. Let's spin this wheel. Thank you everybody for being here today. I always appreciate you guys coming by in the morning. I know, listen, you could be listening to anything right now and you decide to listen to me talking to a camera for 56 straight minutes. Winners, Top Shot Common Man. All right. Shout out Top Shot Common Man. Mavs head. Good to see it. I'll find a Mavs moment to send to you because I don't even know what moment I'm giving away. But make sure you DM me your Top Shot username. James said never won a stream in 2 years. James, it's all about the grind, baby. It's all about the grind. Just keep coming back, liking streams, putting in the hashtags. Your day will come. Your day will come. Oh, Bad Boy sent a hero moment. Shut up, Bad Boy. Dude, Bad Boy all the time, man. All the time, Bad Boy comes out here and gives away moments. Shut up, Bad Boy. Thanks, man. All right, everybody. Have a great day. Hug your family. Hug yourself. Get outside. We out.
Well, the Top Shot streets are